After everything Jingwa had to go through to obtain Igris, he's finally enjoying a moment of peace. But, as always, calm never lasts long. His phone starts ringing insistently. It's his sister Gina, asking if he overslept and forgot the parent-teacher meeting. Bingo! Jingwa jumps out of bed in a hurry. When he arrives at the school, Gina can't help but look him up and down. Is this really my brother? She thinks. He's unrecognizable. No sporty clothes this time, he's dressed sharp like a movie star. As they walk through the hallways, the girls can't stop staring. He looks like a Greek god. They whisper to each other. Gina, always the joker, teases him. Want me to introduce you to one of them? But Jingwa, with a mischievous smile, pinches her cheeks to make her stop. Later, in the principal's office, the principal can't stop praising Gina. Her grades are so high that her spot in medical school is practically guaranteed. However, at the end of the meeting, the principal asks an unexpected question. If Gina ever awakens as a hunter, would you let her pursue that path? Jingwa freezes for a moment but quickly regains his composure and firmly replies. No, the principal nods, understanding his stance, but asks for a favor before bidding him farewell. In the next scene, Jingwa is waiting for a girl he had teamed up with in a previous raid. When she arrives, she's surprised to see him. He shows her his phone and asks if she recognizes anyone in a photo. Realizing he's Gina's brother, the girl confronts him directly. She makes it clear that she doesn't care what he told the principal. She's not going back to school because she's not giving up on being a hunter. But Jingwa, serious, responds that she can't make a living as an E-rank hunter. He explains that while she managed to earn some money with her assault team, it was a rare exception. The girl, furious, snaps that he has no right to decide what she can or cannot do. Besides, she reminds him he's also an E-rank hunter. Jingwa remains unfazed and simply tells her to follow him. It seems he has something else to show her. Cut to another scene. At the airport, Jean Shull is receiving S-rank hunter Juan Donzo. But the welcome is anything but warm. Juan immediately starts insulting his own country, making it clear he doesn't plan to stay long. Jinchul seizes the moment to ask if his return has anything to do with the two people who managed to escape the dungeon where his brother died. Juan doesn't beat around the bush. He responds that the Hunter Association is acting like nothing happened, but he's not buying it. He refuses to believe that an E-rank and a D-rank hunter survived while his brother didn't. His menacing aura fills the air as he leans toward Jinchul and coldly asks, "Do you really think your mediocre skills could stop me if I decide to take those two down?" The president of the association is in a meeting with Shoyong-ing, discussing a troubling issue. Wings have been found in the sea, and it seems the ants from Jeju Island are trying to escape. Meanwhile, Jingwa is elsewhere, meeting with Han and at a portal. The two are surprised and excited to see him, especially since they didn't expect him to show up. But when they notice the girl accompanying him, they mention they've seen her before. During their conversation, Han and explain that the area has recently been swarmed with portals, including a Class C portal right behind them. They're even more surprised when Jingwa reveals that he wants to observe their training. However, before they can continue, King Shul, an A-rank hunter, shows up, barking at everyone to hurry up and stop wasting time as if they're on a picnic. Annoyed, Aang whispers to Jingwa that he hates being forced to babysit the weaker hunters, especially when there are two E-rank hunters in the group. Jingwa is soon introduced to the assault team. 1 A-rank hunter, 5 B-rank hunters, 2 C-rank hunters, and 2 E-rank hunters, totaling 10 people. But Jingwa's plan is simple. He wants to show the girl just how harsh the life of a hunter can be. However, with so many people in the team, the mission seems too easy, potentially ruining the lesson he's trying to teach. Yoon approaches Jingwa and asks him to just observe this time to give the rookies some room. They enter the portal, but as soon as they cross over, Jingwa senses that something is wrong. The portal starts behaving strangely. Within seconds, Jingwa realizes it's a red portal, something far more dangerous. Wasting no time, he tries to alert the others and call for help from the assault team, but is dragged into the portal. Outside, Jongo is informed about the red portal and rushes to assist. Inside, the group finds themselves in a frozen, snow-covered environment. The team leader informs them that they're trapped in a red portal, and Jingwa explains to the girl what that means. Once inside, contact with the outside world is cut off. There are only two ways to escape: defeat the boss or wait for the portal to collapse. Worse, in red portals, hordes of magical beasts appear relentlessly. Suddenly, one of these beasts nearly takes out the girl, but Jingwa quickly saves her. Unfortunately, another member isn't as lucky. Surveying their surroundings, they notice the presence of ice elves. Creatures notoriously brutal in their attacks and often referred to as ice assassins. King Shul, brimming with confidence, proposes splitting the group into two to increase their chances of survival. Jingwa thinks the idea is reckless, but King Shul insists, claiming those who follow him will have a better chance of making it out alive. However, he makes it clear that the weak are not welcome in his group, as they'd only be dead weight. While most of the group rushes to join King Shul, one member unexpectedly chooses to stay with the outcasts. King Shul considers her foolish, thinking she's signing her own death sentence by remaining with the weaker group, a near guarantee of not making it out alive. Even though Kinchul is confident, he notices something unusual. Jingwa isn't an ordinary hunter. Not even Kinchul spotted the ice elf's arrow, but Jingwa did. Kinchul remarks to Jingwa that he clearly isn't a true E-rank hunter. Jingwa, however, remains silent, letting Kinchul speculate that he might be stronger than an A-rank hunter. Kinchul decides that his group will take the main path, while Jingwa chooses to lead his team through the forest. After the group split, the hunters in Kinchul's group notice deep claw marks on the trees, signs that ice bears are nearby. This can only mean one thing: the E-rank hunters are in danger. As expected, the bears begin to emerge from the forest, forcing the group into combat formation. Kinchul, demonstrating his skill, blocks an attack from one of the bears and slices it in half. Meanwhile, in Jingwa's group, Hujing points out the claw marks on the trees, warning that they're in the ice bear's territory and suggesting that it might be safer to rejoin the other group. Jingwa interrupts him, insisting that they press deeper into the forest. His reasoning: if this is the bear's territory, the bears will be their only enemies, far better than facing the cunning ice elves. Hujing considers this and realizes it makes sense. Jingwa then opens his inventory and pulls out several hoods to protect the group from the cold. Everyone is surprised to see that he has a box of items. After putting on the hoods, Sanji, curious, asks who he really is. Smiling, Jingwa ruffles her hair and says he's just the one who got them there and will protect them. In exchange, he asks her and the rest of the group to stop asking questions. At that moment, a massive ice bear appears. Without hesitation, Jingwa prepares to take it down. Outside the portal, Django is frustrated. The portal is completely sealed, and all they can do is hope Kinchul can achieve something. Han then reveals that, aside from the assault team, other people entered the portal, including Jingwa. Even though he's an E-rank hunter, Han believes Jingwa might have awakened something new, perhaps a much greater power. As they discuss, Danso arrives. He taunts Django, asking why he allowed two people outside his group to enter the portal. He mentions that he's traveled extensively and found the red portal intriguing, but doubts Jingwa will make it out alive. Even so, Danso admits he's curious to see him. To Jinchul, the red portal acts almost like a shield, protecting Jingwa from Danso. Inside the portal, Jingwa finishes off all the bears, leaving his group speechless. They begin to wonder who he really is. Later, as the group cooks the bear meat and discusses Jingwa's incredible strength, he silently decides to explore the bear's cave alone. Jingwa, brimming with confidence, summons his entire shadow army to take on the bears. This is when Igris finally steps into action under Jingwa's command. The shadow soldiers engage in a fierce battle, but Jingwa notices something troubling. His mana is draining rapidly. Meanwhile, the leader of the bears emerges from its cave, towering and intimidating, tearing through Jingwa's shadow soldiers with ease, leaving only Igris standing. With Jingwa out of mana, the fight now rests entirely on Igris, who quickly proves why he's so formidable. In mere seconds, he puts the massive bear in serious trouble. Even so, the bear refuses to give up. Just as it charges for another attack, Igris ends the battle in a brutal display, leaving it headless. Watching it all unfold, Jingwa realizes just how powerful Igris truly is. He concludes that, even at his current level, he wouldn't stand a chance against Igris if he unleashed his full strength with the sword. This moment reveals Igris's immense power, leaving Jingwa even more impressed. While Jingwa is wreaking havoc on his side, King Chul is struggling on the other. Once poised to become a member of the elite in the renowned White Tiger Guild, his dreams are now crumbling. Revealing his true cowardly nature, he decides to flee in desperation. However, as he runs, he's observed by the leader of the Ice Elves, who glares at him with clear disdain. Oh, and before you go, if you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment to let me know if you want more of this series. I'm Enki, and I'll see you in the next video.